Have you ever felt the sting of rejection so deeply that it left you questioning your worth, your path, or even your purpose? Rejection, it's something we all face, yet it feels so personal, so heavy. Whether it's a missed opportunity, a failed relationship, or a door slammed shut on your dreams, rejection has a way of shaking our confidence and clouding our vision. But what if I told you that rejection isn't the end, that instead of breaking you, it could build you? In this video, we'll uncover 13 powerful Buddhist lessons that will completely shift how you see rejection. Drawing wisdom from ancient teachings, we'll explore how rejection isn't just a setback, it's a teacher, a guide, a chance to rise above pain and step into emotional mastery. If you've ever felt defeated by life's no's, this is your call to think outside the box and transform rejection into a tool for your growth. Stick around, because by the end of this journey, you'll not only see rejection differently, you'll embrace it as the fuel that ignites your inner strength, self-control, and resilience. Let's begin. Step 1. Embrace the impermanence of pain. When something doesn't go the way you hoped, it can feel like the end of the world. You might think, this pain will last forever, but that's not true. Everything in life is constantly changing. Think about the seasons. Winter doesn't last forever. Spring always comes, bringing new beginnings. In the same way, your feelings of disappointment will fade over time. When you understand that pain is only temporary, you'll stop clinging to it. Instead, you'll allow it to pass, like clouds drifting across the sky. The key is to remind yourself, this is not the end. This is just a moment, and it will pass. Step 2. Let the mud grow the lotus. Imagine a beautiful lotus flower floating on a pond. Its petals are pristine, but its roots are buried deep in the mud. Without that mud, the lotus wouldn't exist. Thich Nhat Hanh, a revered Buddhist teacher, reminds us, no mud, no lotus. This means that struggle, disappointment, and rejection are like the mud. They're messy, unpleasant, and often unwelcome. But they are also necessary for your growth. The setbacks you face today are preparing you for something greater tomorrow. Ask yourself, what is this situation teaching me? What strength or skill am I gaining from this experience? The next time life gets messy, remember that the mud you're walking through now is helping you grow into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. Step 3. Free yourself from expectations. We all have ideas of how life should go. We imagine the perfect career, relationship, or opportunity, and when things don't work out, it feels like a personal failure. But this pain doesn't come from life itself. It comes from our attachment to these expectations. Buddha taught that attachment is the root of all suffering. When you cling too tightly to how you think things should be, you set yourself up for disappointment. Life is unpredictable, and no one can control every outcome. The sooner you let go of rigid expectations, the sooner you'll find peace. Think of life like a river. If you try to fight the current, you'll exhaust yourself. But if you go with the flow, you'll move forward with ease. Let go of what could have been and trust that the river of life is carrying you exactly where you need to be. Step 4. Be your own best friend. When things go wrong, how do you talk to yourself? If you're like most people, you might be harsh or critical. You might say things like, I'm such a failure, or I'll never be good enough. But would you say those things to a close friend? Of course not. Buddhism encourages us to practice metta, or loving kindness, starting with ourselves. This means treating yourself with the same compassion and care you'd offer to someone you love. The next time you're feeling down, try this. Place your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and say, I'm doing my best, and that's enough. I am worthy of love and kindness, even when things don't go as planned. By being kind to yourself, you create a safe space to heal and grow. Step 5. See the reflection, not the flaw. Think of rejection as a mirror. It doesn't define you, but it does reflect where you are in this moment. Sometimes that reflection can feel uncomfortable. It might highlight areas where you need to grow or improve. But instead of fearing what you see, view it as an opportunity. Imagine you're practicing a skill, like learning to play an instrument. When you make a mistake, it's not a sign of failure. It's a chance to learn and get better. Rejection works the same way. It's not pointing out your flaws. It's showing you where you can grow. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? What can I do differently next time? By seeing rejection as a reflection, you turn it into a tool for self-awareness and growth. Step 6. Quiet the ego's voice. Rejection often hurts because it wounds our ego, that part of us that craves approval, success, and recognition. When we don't get what we want, the ego panics, saying things like, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never succeed." But the ego is not the real you. Who you are is so much deeper than your temporary struggles. Buddhism teaches us to let go of the ego and connect with our true selves, the part of us that is calm, steady, and unshaken by external events. When you feel the sting of rejection, remind yourself, this is my ego talking, not my true self. The more you release the need for external validation, the more you'll find peace within yourself. Step 7. Find power in stillness. When life feels chaotic, it's natural to want to fix things right away. But sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to pause and be still. Imagine a jar of muddy water. If you keep shaking it, the water stays cloudy. But if you set the jar down and let it rest, the mud settles and the water becomes clear. Your mind works the same way. When you sit in stillness, through meditation, deep breathing, or quiet reflection, you allow the mud of your thoughts and emotions to settle. Through stillness, you'll find clarity, strength, and the ability to respond to challenges with wisdom instead of impulsivity. Stillness is not weakness. It's your greatest source of power. Step 8. Stop chasing approval. One of the greatest sources of suffering is our constant need for approval from others. We crave validation, believing it will make us feel whole. But the truth is, no amount of external praise can fill the emptiness created by self-doubt. Buddhism teaches that true peace comes from within. You don't need the world to tell you you're good enough. You need to believe it yourself. Think about the people whose approval you've chased. Have their opinions ever truly defined your worth? Instead of looking outward, turn inward. Practice self-acceptance. Stand tall in the knowledge that you are enough, exactly as you are. By letting go of the need to please everyone, you'll free yourself from unnecessary pain. And here's the secret. When you stop chasing approval, you start to attract genuine respect and love. Step 9. Turn setbacks into success. When you face a setback, it's easy to think, I've failed, I'm lost. But what if rejection is not the end of the road, but a sign pointing you toward a new path? The Dalai Lama famously said, "Sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck." Imagine you're driving and you encounter a roadblock. You wouldn't sit there in despair, you'd take a detour. Life works the same way. Rejection is not life punishing you, it's life redirecting you toward something better. Ask yourself, what new opportunities might this setback be opening up? Trust that every closed door leads to another that's waiting to open. The universe is not working against you, it's guiding you. Step 10. Strength grows in adversity. Think of a seed buried deep in the soil. To grow, it has to push through the dirt, stretching toward the light. In the same way, you grow stronger by facing challenges. Each time you encounter rejection or difficulty, You build resilience. Think back to a tough time in your life. Didn't it shape you into a stronger, wiser person? You are stronger than you think. Every hardship you face is proof of your inner strength. Remember, bamboo bends under pressure but doesn't break. You too can bend without breaking. It isn't here to destroy you. It's here to shape you into the person you're meant to become. Step 11. Transform pain with gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for shifting your mindset. Even in moments of disappointment, there is always something to be grateful for. This doesn't mean ignoring your pain. It means finding light in the darkness. When faced with rejection, take a moment to reflect. What have I learned from this experience? How has it helped me grow? Gratitude helps you see the bigger picture. For example, losing a job might lead to a better career opportunity. A failed relationship might teach you what you truly need in a partner. Gratitude doesn't erase the pain, but it transforms it into something meaningful. When you focus on what you've gained instead of what you've lost, you reclaim your power. Step 12. Lighten your load. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with anger, regret, and disappointment. Each step feels harder, and the weight grows heavier. This is what happens when you hold on to negative emotions. Buddhism teaches the power of letting go. By releasing what no longer serves you, you make space for peace and joy. Let go of resentment toward others. Let go of self-criticism. Let go of the past and embrace the present. You don't have to carry the weight of rejection forever. Put down the backpack, take a deep breath, and move forward with a lighter heart. Step 13. Walk the path of balance. Life is full of highs and lows, successes and failures. Buddhism encourages us to walk the middle path, a path of balance and moderation. This means not getting too attached to success or too discouraged by failure. Rejection is just one part of life's natural flow. It's not the end of your story, but a single thread in the fabric of your journey. When you walk the middle path, you stop seeing rejection as a catastrophe and start viewing it as a necessary step on your path to growth. Balance means understanding that life is neither all good nor all bad. It's a mixture of both. Embrace life as it is, not as you wish it to be. When you find balance, you find peace. Every rejection you face is a chance to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. These 13 Buddhist lessons remind us that life's challenges are not here to break us. They are here to build us. Take a moment to reflect. What challenge are you facing right now, and how can you use it to grow? Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Together, we can rise above rejection and transform it into a powerful force for good. You have the strength within you. Believe in it, nurture it, and let it guide you toward a life of peace, resilience, and purpose.